Who's nicked my makeup? Oh, I have to take my pills. Oh, none left in that one. Right, okay. I need my pills before I do this, guys. Let's take my pills. Oh, here we go. Vitamins. I've got to take my vitamins. I think I'm going to take double dosage because I've been feeling a bit sluggish lately and my sinuses have been awful. Look at the size of them. Huge. Huge. Right, anyway. Yeah. And I put out a post on my YouTube community page and this was your response. And here is the response Mr Boootayy got when asking a question on Twitter. Right, guys, I like to give you what you want. So today, I thought what we'd do a video on Mr Boootayy and his relationship with YouTubers. There's quite a few of them that he's come across or he's like been interactive with, put it that way, on YouTube that we know of. We also know that he doesn't have good relationships with other YouTubers, as far as I can see. And I've done some extensive research, let it be known. Not as much as our young friend Primark. Guys, you've got to look at... It's not Primark. Primark is a store where you buy cheap as chips clothes. I'm talking about PRIMINK. That's what I think his name is. Dude, find another name. I can't pronounce it. Anyway, I better get on with this. This PRIMINK is only a young lad. You can tell by his voice and also you can tell by his editing. But my God, has he got Mr Boootayy sussed, sorted, bagged up and kicked out the front door. He knows what he's talking about, and I am going to link his channel down there. Please go and check out his latest video. It is ace. Are we allowed to... do people still say ace? I don't know. I don't think I often say it. Anyway, I'm digressing. I've got to get on with this video. Otherwise, you're going to think you've stumbled upon a Don Mon video. So let's get on with it. One of the first things he did, one of the first tweets on his return was to tell us that he's been talking to this lady about sharing too much on social media. What an absolute plonker. He's not been sharing too much. He's been showing himself for what he is. And we're not stupid. We can see what you're doing. So we all know that Mr Boootayy has been away on a mental health break, for a week. In that time, he did many things, apart from playing games and everything. I've spoken about that in my other video. If you want to hear more about that, get on to my other video. That's all I can say. What he also did, which none of us were aware of, was give an interview to I think it's an online magazine. In doing so, the reporter, who happens to be specialising in zoology, you couldn't make it up, guys, writes this totally biased article about Mr Boootayy. Well, let me tell you, the YouTubers that responded was enormous. Were they enormous? But they weren't enormous people, but the numbers, there were loads of people that responded, including me. I had my little say. Many people had their say. because it was obvious what had happened. This young girl, this young reporter who works for The Insider had listened to Mr Manipulation, Mr Garbled Boootayy, and written up this piece calling him the victim. Have a look at this. As of today, I don't think anything's been done about this article. There's been an awful lot of hoo-ha about it on Twitter, but I don't think it's been taken down. The only thing I did notice is that the initial article had a link or had a piece of Elle Loves Tea's excellent video, and Elle got in touch with the woman, contacted her immediately and said, "You didn't get my permission, so take it down," which she did do. Other than that, I don't think anything's happened, despite lots and lots of interaction from real YouTubers, real people in the mental health community, and that's it. So let's move on, because what I actually wanted to do was address the relationships that Mr Boootayy has with YouTubers and people on Twitter. As I said, not very good ones. What I will say is that I have dug deep. I've been down that rabbit hole, guys. I've been down there, and it's been a real struggle. But I have found out quite a few things, and I'm trying to get everything into this video, and I'm rambling yet again. Stop it. Get on with it. What I wanted to talk about were a couple of people who have had so-called relationships with him. One of them I've not really paid much attention to, and his name is, oh God, what is it? Zepzilla? Yeah, I think that's it. I'm rubbish at this, guys. Anyway, the reason I've really been, that's been brought to my attention is because of young PRIMINK. So that's what I mean about if you're still sitting on the fence with this Chris Boootayy nonsense, then it's not really nonsense, it's a fact. Check out this video. So this Repzilla, from what I can gather, has spoken out in favour of him and in support of him for quite some time, until the proverbial hit the fan, and then he started backtracking an awful lot. Now, I don't really want to go deeply into that story, because I think it's been very, very well covered by young PRIMINK. So, that's one relationship I did look at, and I found it very interesting that once, you know, things start to go wrong, people tend to step back. Is that a bad thing? I'm not sure. I don't think it's a bad thing if you give a proper reason for doing it. And if your reason for stepping back is because you generally did not know what a nasty piece of work this guy was, then, you know, I think that's fair enough. We all make mistakes. We all make poor judges of character. I do it all the time, especially where men are involved. You'd think I'd learn by now, but I haven't learnt, guys. Anyway, that's by the by. Another one I looked at was Leafy Greens, obviously, because she was like, I don't want to call her a catalyst, but I think it sort of started, the story got blown up mainly because of his treatment of her, and so it should have been. So that's another relationship gone kaput for Boootayy. Another relationship that's gone kaput is with Bipolar Corner. Oh, Gary, lovely guy. Check out his channel, because he gives a unique insight into certain mental health disorders, and I find him very raw, but it doesn't scare me because I can understand a lot of what he's saying. So let's get back to the relationship with Chris Boootayy. Nothing. There's no relationship there because Chris Boootayy has wronged him. Chris Boootayy has wronged so many people, and that's why I will keep continuing to make videos about him, because he's a snake in the grass and he's a manipulator. His frantic, sweaty dictatorship has to end, guys. You may think that that's a bit strong, but that's how I feel. So who can Mr Boootayy turn to now that everyone else has turned against him? Well, he certainly can't turn to professional mental health professionals. I think it's time I stop this video because my words aren't coming out today. They're not flowing. They're all up in the air, bouncing off each other and not making sense. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is he can't talk to the blooming mental health professionals because he's annoyed them as well. If you notice earlier on in this exceedingly long video, I did actually put down a tweet by a Dr. John Grahol, who has had enough. Honestly, he's had enough, guys. And he's not afraid to speak up. Yes, that's what we need. We need more doctors out there who work with people with mental health issues and help them through their lives, because it's not easy. So, he hasn't got them as friends. I suppose he can go off to Indiana and make friends with old Don Mon, who's still firing out all these... what do you call them? I'm gone. Who's still firing out all these reviews on Starbucks coffee? Or he can always contact some teenagers because they don't really understand the situation. So contact some teenagers, do a couple of interviews and manipulate them. Anyway, I think that's it, guys. I think we've reached the end. I don't think I've missed anything. Only to say there are so many excellent videos out there that it's a good education to see other people's reactions to what's been going on and their own feelings about Boootayy. Boootayy! So, I'm going to put down a couple of people that I think you should have a look at. Have a look at their videos, have a look at what they're saying, how they've been hurt, how it's affected them, because trust me, it's hurt and affected a lot of people. So I'm going to go now because I'm rambling on and running out of breath. Have a nice day. Take care of yourselves out there because it's a rotten old world. And if you do like this video, can you give me a thumbs up, please? And like, share and subscribe to Jan's Reviews. And I'm going to go outside because the sun's still out there, even though it's not very warm. But then we are in March. You could say I'm as mad as a March hare. Yeah, let's go with that, guys. I'll speak to you very soon. Thanks and hello to all my new subscribers. Yes, that makes me so happy, guys. Oh, and I'll be going live on Sunday. Don't forget that. Until then, au revoir, bon ami, see ya.